Greetings to all my sisters and brothers, my fellow moderators, sisters and brothers. The spirit that brings us together on this earth and for which we have come here on a mission. Before anything else, I would like to ask my higher spirit to be present with me in this conversation, to be with me, and that every word that comes from let nothing but the honest and unvarnished truth come out from within me, and may its clear reflection and illumination reach your homes, which are on the path of sanctuary. May the flame be opened for you on the path of sanctuary. Today is Thursday, the 8th of the month of May, in the year 2025. First, I wanted to thank you for the beautiful comments you leave for me, for the support you give me and the good energy you send my way. I return all this love multiplied back to your homes, to your beautiful and kind hearts. I hope that I can play a part in this vast world on the path of love and awareness. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, because it genuinely helps YouTube show us even more content, and this allows awareness to spread much faster all around the world. It's truly important how we share this awareness with the world and how it helps us in our ongoing mission. In this unique time of transformation and significant change, we are helping to reach it even sooner, to the golden world that is soon awaiting us, a place where we will break apart the old world and carefully build a completely new one, a world full of love, full of honesty, and full of ancient wisdom. I would really appreciate your support. Before anything else, this Sunday, during the weekend holidays, is Mother's Day. I congratulate all the mothers of the world on their day. For me, every day is Mother's Day, and as has been said before, heaven lies beneath their feet, and they are sacred. Anyone who is a mother, in my opinion, is a holy person who is raising future leaders and gives her heart and soul for them, to raise them, and I congratulate all dear mothers. Another issue that came up last night is this. We have the moon in Scorpio, meaning our moon is in Scorpio. In other words, to be clear, this moon is specifically in Scorpio. These movements cause us to realize many important truths, to gradually uncover them, and many other significant things as well. From the media and the news, there have been some exposures, a series of truths being revealed, a series of exposures of enemies. Secrets that we didn't know which direction they were working in have been uncovered. Exposure of conspiracies and underground plots that are against humanity. Overall, I think it's a very good energy. It might seem doubtful at first, it might not feel pleasant at the beginning, but the more the truth is revealed to us who live on this planet, and the more awareness spreads, the more we secure our own success. No longer in a world full of lies and deceit. In other words, we don't live in a fake, counterfeit world anymore. Instead, we build a world full of clarity and insights. That's why I felt that at this point in time, it's better for me to talk about the universe that we should love. Talking about the universe doesn't mean I should focus on my personal matters or personal relationships with someone. As a human being, I should give love to the universe, and within this universe, There are bad people, there are good people, there are people whose beliefs differ from mine, there are people who agree with me. It doesn't matter if you have differences of opinion, or if you have differences in religion, or if you have political differences, or differences between countries, or differences in language. What is truly important is that we are all together, all united in this vast universe. And when I harm another human being, in reality, I am harming myself. In truth, my own home and Mother Earth herself. And because in this era, we will witness a lot of power seeking, each and every one of us should carefully consider where we truly are and how we are contributing to this planet, its transformation, and its advancement. We are helping. So love, in all its many forms and manifestations, plays an incredibly important and significant role. Love for our very existence, love for people around us, love for every single human being on this planet, love for myself as an individual, love for order and peace in the world, love for the self, which actually allows me and enables me to be a truly good dancer to the beautiful, harmonious rhythm of the earth, to the beautiful, enchanting symphony present in all vibrations, and to dance along with that music, not to a tune I have created myself, not to the music that wrong rules have given us, not to the rules where only my selfishness matters, and that this dance with the symphony of the universe, Hussein, all of us dance together. The best example I can give, which simply just came to my mind right now, is that if we see the universe as a vineyard, and we look at each bunch of grapes, and as we look at the vine, we notice that there are maybe around 50 grapes hanging from it, each one attached to the stem. If even a single grape among these many is damaged, whether by being bruised, split, or harmed in some small way, it can affect the rest of the grapes on the bunch. The rest of the grapes will not remain unharmed either. You can't have a part, let's say an eighth of the grapes be worm-eaten and then say the rest of the grapes are of the best quality. No, either the whole bunch of grapes is of high quality or the damage and the pest have spread. And then where does this bunch of grapes come from? It comes from a single bunch of grapes in a vineyard. And in that vineyard, there are millions of other bunches. We humans are just as interconnected with each other. It's exactly like half the vineyard is grapes. If half the vineyard has to suffer, has to be infested by pests, has to be sprayed with chemicals, sooner or later, according to the laws of nature, this damage will reach the other side of the vineyard as well. And eventually all the grape bunches will be affected by the pest, but politicians. So in reality, what have they done? They've made us pawns in a game to set you and me against each other. But as conscious human beings, we must realize that wherever in the world there is disorder, if there is division, if there is ugliness, if there is impurity, if there is discord, in any case, it ultimately impacts the entire universe. And with the elevation that the earth itself is undergoing, as our planet is evolving, these actions must come to an end. They must be stopped. And the return of Aquarius, the return of Pluto returning to Aquarius, gives us about 6 months to speak up. Those things that haven't been corrected, haven't been fixed, are not right, lack fairness, or are inhumane. We need to repair those. Because by the end of this year and the beginning of 2026, we will be getting ready to leave the old world behind. completely level it to the ground, and start building a new system and a new earth for the golden age. As a result, love for oneself and love for others is one of the biggest, the unique conditions that allow us to create our harmonious golden earth in the best way, not through conditions, but through unconditional love for existence, for objects, for people, for sisters and brothers, and for all of nature. This is the only way to truly save all of humanity from corruption and destruction, from collapse, from wars, from conflicts, from destruction and unrest, and so on. None of this will ever truly happen unless I am able to recognize my true self from within, understand who I really am, and respect that inner identity. Only by acknowledging and accepting my authentic self can I hope to make meaningful changes in my life. Reforming the whole country, reforming the whole family, reforming the whole city, reforming the entire planet. All of it will commence right at the very first step, which is, as you know, me. This is where it all truly begins. Am I really a righteous person, truly? Have I truly known myself? Am I really at one with myself, and do I affirm myself? Am I completely honest about who I am? Am I someone who never does anything wrong in daily life? And if I do, am I aware of it? And do I have these 6 months to reform myself? And if each of us, you, me, him, her, and that other person, starts to purify ourselves from within, our world will be cleansed in a truly miraculous and awe-inspiring way. Imagine you go to a fancy restaurant where the prices are very high. You order food, and then you see that from the kitchen comes a plate, a dirty plate that another guest has eaten from before. Without cleaning it for you, they bring your food and put it in front of you on that same dirty plate. And then this restaurant actually expects you to bring your friends there too, give them a really good tip, and pay the full bill for everything. My dear friends, if you are nurturing any kind of impurity within yourself, if you are cultivating it, you're doing exactly what that restaurant does. To you, first, my thoughts must be completely clean and free from any negativity. First, my behavior must always be pure, proper, and absolutely correct in every way. My living environment should be clean and well maintained. At the very least, the room that I have should be organized, neat, and tidy. My heart should also be free from feelings of resentment, rivalry, and jealousy. And when I have carefully and thoroughly cleaned my entire being, myself, both inside and out, it means that my behavior toward others is always polite, filled with genuine love, and full of deep respect. I do not nurture any impure thoughts in my mind. No foul words ever really come out of my mouth. Not at all. There is no resentment, fear, or worry, no jealousy or rivalry in my heart. My heart is pure. And I live in a home where I have respect for objects. I have respect for the good food that I put in my mouth, that I bring into my body. That is the moment when I can truly and sincerely claim that I am genuinely proud of myself. And surely the first person affected by this is the one who lives in this home. whether it's my child, my partner, my parents, or whoever it may be. This family makes it so that you have an impact on our neighbors and our neighborhood, which allows us to do our part for our local community properly. And that's what Pluto wants. Pluto. In fact, if I want to explain what it does, Pluto is like a waste disposal ghost. When you have a stomachache and you haven't digested the food you ate 2 or 3 days ago because it was toxic or has created some kind of problem in your body, you want a pill to help you get rid of it so you can be free from it, free from your body's toxins. And that's what Pluto does with the universe. Whatever is decayed, whatever is not repaired, whatever has been neglected, Pluto deals with it. Whatever is harmful or detrimental for society, whatever will no longer serve us in the future, Pluto comes forward and asks us to clean it up. And if we don't voluntarily within these 6 months go through this process of reform, this cleansing, whether in our innermost thoughts, the depths of our souls, the entirety of our bodies, the spaces of our environment, or the vastness of our world, in every aspect of our existence, it will force us to do it. And it will hit us with such a harsh and overwhelming blow that we wake up startled, and through force and compulsion, we are made to realize the situation we are in. It will bring purity to the world of the future. So isn't it better that we, right now, if we haven't taken any action so far regarding the things we've been hoarding for years, just in case, let them go, let them go. If we're polluting the seas, let's try not to throw plastic into the oceans anymore. If we're involved in dishonest businesses, let's try to stop and not earn money the wrong way, because it takes away the blessing from our lives. Let's cut it off. If you owe someone, go and pay your debt as soon as possible. Whether it is a verbal, emotional, or material debt, this number will not get smaller over time. Instead, it will only get bigger. And we will see its fruits not only now in the present moment, but also for many years, for generations and generations to come in the future. But I want you to truly know and understand that this is a trust, a responsibility for all of us. This cleansing, especially over the next 2 months, is for your own good. A lot of changes will happen that will lead our lives down different paths. So let's do this before we take the next step. At the start of a new 30-year phase of life, the future, let's try to offer grapes that are completely free of pests, absolutely free of toxins, so that even when they turn into raisins or wine, it will be pure wine. Because our children and then we ourselves will consume this product. In the things that will happen, most of the major changes will take place in third world countries. At first, the future may begin with all sorts of disasters around the world, fires, air accidents, and so on, or water problems, floods, fires, earthquakes. We will face all of these, but it is necessary for us to build our new earth. We have to create our new world. It is exactly these collapses in the third world countries. Not those who have perished in the third world, but those who are still living there in the third world. Now, for whatever reason, they feel this pressure more, perhaps because they have a kind of ancestral karma. They have a collective ancestral karma, yes, not individual, but familial. It's a very, very old kind of karma that is collective, and now is the time for it to be cleansed. In the third world countries, as a result, we will witness major changes in the third world, and in all kinds of countries, we will see things collapse so that something new can be built. So don't worry about these wars and conflicts and these collapses, because we are building a new home. And my heart is with you. My heart is with all those who, in any corner of the universe, are now struggling with economic, cultural, political, behavioral, and so many other problems. There are so many other things, but all of this is changing because we are working through our ancestral and collective karma. And we are entering our own dharma, which means we are beginning to follow the unique path and purpose that is meant for each of us. So take this as a really good sign and don't be depressed at all. If during this time some of you wake up in the middle of the night between 2 and 4 or 5 o'clock and you wake up for no reason, know that your soul is connecting with you. It's establishing a connection with you because you had disconnected before, disconnected from your own body. And now is the time when souls are waking you up. And this awakening usually happens through the silence of the night, as they say it might. You go to sleep at 10 at night and then suddenly wake up at 2 or 3 in the middle of the night at that time. Instead of thinking inside this matrix box that we've been told, that if you wake up at night, it means you're sick or stressed or you have a problem or you should go see a doctor so that I can get back to sleep. Try to listen to the voice of your soul in the silence. It's your soul that has awakened you and is saying, I'm here and I support you with, I became connected. This body is relaxing. It's connecting to the soul that knows everything. Our soul truly knows everything. The problem is that we've cut off our connection with our soul. And when you reconnect with your soul, then there is no more depression. It's all joy, all love, all light, all progress, all awareness. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't worry. Just give it 5 or 10 minutes. Just listen to the sound of your own breath. And if you stay silent and clear your mind of your daily thoughts, you'll hear the voice of your soul from your mind. You'll hear it sending you messages, warming your path. And it's possible that for those who have advanced, these feelings come to them throughout the day. Some people receive messages regularly. Now, even if you're in a group because you're connected to your soul, you receive the message. But this is for those who are just starting to heal, and I congratulate them on connecting with their soul. This is a sign that the next issue is that you might get a headache or feel weakness in your joints. You might feel pain. You might experience pain in your body for no reason or have severe headaches. You get these for no apparent reason. All of this is because your body is being elevated to a higher vibration so it can connect to your soul, which is within you. And your soul, when it connects to your higher self, all your answers are there. So try to, at least for these 2 months, keep your surroundings clean. Remove bad energies from around you. Everything around us contains energy. It holds a lot of different energies within itself. Clothes that haven't been washed and that you wear still carry the energy of previous days, and here you should also pay attention to colors. Try not to wear brown, dark, gray, charcoal, or black colors. If you feel depressed, try to wear brighter and more cheerful clothes. The best clothes you can choose are those whose colors you select yourself. For this season, choose autumn-colored clothes, such as bright orange, golden yellow, rich mustard yellow, and green in various beautiful shades. You can also wear different tones of light brown and soft beige. These are the colors you should use during these 2 months. Even pink, light pink, bright pink, and light purple. These help you feel more vibrant. They help prevent depression from entering your body, because this is a time when we face our own shadows, when we confront our own darkness. We come face to face with them so that we can recognize them, to acknowledge that they exist, and then set them aside. We're past the stage of saying, I wear a mask and present myself to society this way. The masks are coming off, everything is being revealed, and anyone who has lied is being exposed. So do this work within yourself, in your own solitude. Anything that carries bad energy, even old photos of the deceased that you keep in your rooms, gather all of these, put them in a clean, sacred box, and remove them from your sight, because this causes distress to the souls of those who have passed on and no longer want to be involved with the physical world. Remove photos of the deceased from all around your home, from the walls, from tables, and separate the chairs that remind you of them. And try to spend more time in nature during these 2 months or these 6 months, as we ourselves are undergoing transformation and are at the end of a 3,000-year karmic cycle. It's better to do this voluntarily rather than waiting for Pluto to come and forcibly take away what you are attached to. Try to keep your kitchen clean. Be mindful of the food you eat. Really try not to eat things that are very, very harmful. At least 1 or 2 days a week, eat clean food, things that your body actually needs. Try to air out your home for at least 2 or 3 days. Bring fresh air into your house so that the energies can leave. These energies have been around for 3,000 years, and in our homes, sometimes they've been accumulating for years. There's really no way for them to get out, so make sure to give your whole house a good, thorough airing. Open all the windows, carefully clean the house, pick up every item off the floor and clean underneath it, then put it back in its proper place. Very thoroughly. These things will help us successfully get through this 2-month period relatively comfortably. Not only get through it, but actually enjoy it and receive rewards from the universe. That means we're carefully clearing out old, stagnant energies, even lingering old and painful relationships, as well as stressful jobs from our lives, making more space for new blessings to come in. For new things to come in. When I give away my old shoes to someone or remove them from my home, the universe always replaces them with a brand new pair for me. So I sincerely ask you to be this clear, to be this clean during this important period. Especially, that's why I made this video, so the message would reach you sooner. The point is, you are in a state of transformation. Try to remove all negative energies from your home so that the way is open for blessings to enter your home. Otherwise, you will receive a very difficult consequence from the universe, and this is something we often don't realize. And Pluto is doing the same thing with all the countries, removing leaders who were not honest or trustworthy, pushing them aside, revealing the hidden truths and exposing the lies. It is bringing them out into the open. And many countries that are ancient, places where throughout history atrocities have taken place underground, things we don't know about. But these things have happened, and the universe is aware of them. The galaxies know where negative energy has accumulated. Those places will be destroyed, but later, from the outside, a very positive energy will take over and dominate that environment. So do not fear any kind of destruction or lose hope. Any sense of hopelessness during these 6 months, any kind of destruction, any kind of chaos, any kind of death will inevitably be followed by a new birth, a birth that comes with new types of cells and new possibilities. Up until the year 2000, and for the next 5 years, even our geographical maps will undergo changes. Many countries will grow larger, many countries will be divided, and many countries might go underwater and turn into islands. But judging these things is not up to you or me. Let's leave it to the wisdom of nature, to those up there who know better what to do for our planet. Let's trust them and surrender and know that behind all these global upheavals, there is infinite beauty in awaits us, something absolutely remarkable that must leave the stage of existence, will depart, whether it's a person, a country, a nationality, a language, a policy, or a leadership, or a form of governance. Whatever no longer serves the golden earth will be destroyed. And in its place, a strong and healthy newborn baby will gently and naturally take over. Bodies that have neglected themselves, bodies full of sickness and disease as a result of holding on to grudges. These people need to thoroughly cleanse themselves during this period. Let it go themselves. Everything we've held on to, from old possessions and belongings to relationships that were just for show, to friendships that were only flattery, just that, all of it. And all the old thoughts, customs, and traditions that no longer serve us and only cause us trouble, like heavy chains keeping us imprisoned. These all need to go and be replaced by things that are truly aligned with love, light, and radiance. All the false things within a year or two will be completely gone. They've even tampered with our sky. They've covered our sky with a thick and heavy veil of lies. They've manipulated our moon and our sun, and what we should be seeing, we simply do not see. We are unable to witness it as we should. The moon has become a center for spying. And our sky, the real sky that existed when humans were born, is not what we see now. I have personally seen that sky with my own eyes, and I have talked to many people from different walks of life who have seen it too and shared their experiences with me. That sky has a strange, almost magical blue color, a shade of blue that is unlike anything we see today. It is completely clear, without a single cloud or obstruction, and we can see everything in it, every detail, every star, every movement. This is our future. Within the next 5 years, we will see a sky where we can observe other beings, intelligent life forms from other lands and distant worlds who are sitting in their ships of light, flying gracefully and silently across our sky. They are our friends, and they are here to help us, to guide us, and to share their wisdom and knowledge with humanity as we move forward into a new era of understanding and connection. They are our saviors and our benefactors. We will all witness these things within the next 5 years, when there will no longer be any evil or darkness on this earth. When the light increases, darkness will leave this world. And who is the devil? The devil is ignorance. Awareness stands in opposition to the devil. When ignorance disappears, the devil disappears. And when awareness comes, we are connected to our own source, to God, and we see the Lord spreading light. With the field of sustenance that fills our earthly world, free from any kind of darkness, lies, and deception, so that our Lord can directly give his radiant light to each and every one of us. I will gently end today's video with this. Until the next video, I lovingly kiss each of your hearts and sincerely entrust you to my great God. Stay pure and transparent. Have a good day.